Okay, so here we are looking at some Pro Tools effects and editing features. Now, the first thing we're going to do is actually just have a listen to where we left off, and that was with the beat that we had created. Let's have a listen to this snare, and I'm going to do a fade out. So I access the fade out from the top right hand corner. I'm just going to solo this snare part. There it is. So that just goes on a little bit too long. So on the top right hand corner you can see that icon. I'm going to drag that back to the start on both of these. Let's have a listen to that. Okay, you can see how that cuts off a bit earlier. That's good. Oops, I'll just solo these three tracks. Okay, with these three soloed, it's getting closer to what I want. Now let's look at the very last hi-hat in this hi-hat part here. Just going to change this to grid mode. I might just duplicate this one first up a few times. I'm clicking Command D here. Yep, so on that last hi-hat, that one right there, I'm going to actually switch that up so it's an open hi-hat or something that's a little bit different. Now I found a sound down here in the same part I stole the original hi-hat sound from. I'm going to Option, click and drag this. You can hear that sound. Option, click and drag, and that will duplicate it as it drags it. I'm going to put that in the bottom part. Let's have a listen to this. I'll just solo this one. Okay, so it's got that, its sound hangs on at the end. So I'm actually just going to cut this just after this initial sound. Oh, I just need to change this to slip mode. So right about here, B for break, or Command E will break that. And I'm going to actually use this thing called clip gain down the bottom here. I'm just going to mute this first part first of all. So I go down to mute. I've right clicked here and it says mute clips in the middle. I'm actually going to just use that one right there, and it goes grey. So you can hear how that's the sound that I want for an open hi-hat, but I'm just going to use this clip gain, bottom left hand corner, and raise that up. So there's my sound. It's much louder at this point. And I might actually use this. I'm going to go Command M, which will undo the mute. And I'm actually going to use those two sounds together. Now I'm going to select both of these, and I'm going to consolidate this clip by going to Edit, down to Consolidate Clip. That one right there. And it'll actually join these together so it's one audio file. It actually creates a new audio file for this. So I'm going to drag this back to the very last quaver beat. And I'll delete this other one. I don't have to, I could just drag it on top, but I'll just delete that for now. Let's put it in grid mode. Drag that on top. And you'll notice that I need to cut the end off. B for break or Command E. And I'll do a fade out and see what it sounds like. Okay, not bad. I might actually just remove that fade. See how it sounds. Okay, that's getting closer. Okay, that's getting closer to what I'm actually after. Now, what I might do also, I'll just back that gain off a little bit so it's not quite as loud. I'll adjust the volumes later on. I'm just going to put also that same sound at the end of the second bar. There's the third bar. That's the end of the second bar there. I'm going to Option click again and drag it into that place. We're in grid mode, so that'll fit. Let's just actually add some effects now. I'm going to go down to multi-channel plugin, reverb, and go to my deverb. Now you'll notice that I'll just solo this. Let's have a listen to what this effect sounds like, but I'll just play that without the effect on, and that's with the effect. Okay, let's make some adjustments. First of all, let's put this back on 0 because it reduces the sound otherwise. I'm going to change the time of the reverberation to 3 seconds, and I'm going to alter the dry mix ratio to about 30%. Not bad. Let's actually just raise this a little bit. I just like to have lots of effect on there. Okay, there's plenty of effect there. Let's don't forget you've got to raise the gain over the left hand side there. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. And I'll just put the other two back in. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Let's just put a little bit of EQ on this bottom track. There's our EQ. I'll cut out some of that low end, cut out a bit of the top end, and just raise a little bit of the center. Okay, don't forget we're listening to the, that's just peaking a bit there. I need to take that down. Oops, no, I need to solo that, not mute it. There you go, solo. That's the sound I'm after. It's still peaking, so I need to back that output off a little bit so that it doesn't peak. There you go, it's not peaking now. Of course, it's made it softer, but I can adjust the volume a little bit later on. We just don't need those peaks. Okay, so with that done, let's go to the window and go to mix window. This is all my tracks now. So I can actually adjust the volume right here. Let's raise the hi-hat sound a bit. A little bit more snare. Back off the kick. That's getting something like I'm after. And I'm going to go back to window, back to the edit window again. Now I can use the command plus equals to toggle between those two. And if I wanted to adjust the volume, I can just click that little icon there that will bring up the single fader for this track. And there you have it.